Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐭𝐜𝐡. Welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we will learn how we can calculate area of a region with the help of double integrals. For this purpose, we will learn exercise 15.3, question number 10 from Thomas Calculus, 12th edition. Statement of problem is sketch the region bounded by the given line and curves, then express region area as an undirected double integral and evaluate the integral. In question number 10, the lines are y is equal to 1 minus x, y is equal to, and the curve given to us is y is equal to e raised to power x, where e is the exponential function. In order to learn this concept, first of all, we must know what is the formula for area in the form of double integrals, and that is double integral over the region R dA, where dA is a small patch of the given area. In the next step, we will learn about these lines and curve. Y is equal to e raised to power x is the graph of exponential function. When we plot y is equal to e raised to power x, we will get graph of exponential function. The line y is equal to 1 minus x is a general line which passes through ordered pairs 0, 1 and 1, 0. If you substitute x equal to 0, you will get y equal to 1. If you put x equal to 1, you will get y equal to 0. In order to plot a straight line other than horizontal and vertical line, we need at least two ordered pairs lying on that particular line, so that we can join the ordered pairs and extend the line. Y equal to 2 is a horizontal line which passes a point where the value of y is 2 along y-axis. After this, we will learn about the graph of y is equal to e raised to power x. In order to calculate different ordered pairs, we can substitute different values of x. In this equation, y is equal to e raised to power x. We can use the values of x as minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, and so on. You can see as the value of x increases, the value of y increases exponentially. That's why this function is called exponential function. When we join these ordered pairs, we have a graph like this. So this reddish graph is the graph of exponential function in the xy plane. After this, we will plot our region of integration. This is our region of integration. Our region of integration is bounded by the lines y is equal to 1 minus x, y is equal to 2, and y is equal to e raised to power x, a general curve exponential function. Please note that in our graph, x-axis and y-axis are not involved in our boundaries. They are just reference lines. So the bounded region of these curves and of these lines and curve is this particular portion where my mouse is right now. In the next step, we will highlight our region of integration. Now, after highlighting the region of integration, we have to calculate area of this region. To calculate area of this region, we have two possibilities. We can take y as our inner variable or x as our inner variable in double integrals. Let's see what happens if we take y as our inner variable and x as outer. In order to calculate limits of inner variable, we always use arrow technique. We will pass a vertical arrow through this region. Now, please focus that and note that if you pass a vertical arrow from the left side, means in the second quadrant through this region, your lower limit of y will be 1 minus x and upper limit is y is equal to 2. But if you pass an arrow through this region in the first quadrant, then your lower limit of y is e raised to power x and upper limit of y remains same. It means our lower limit is changing if we pass an arrow through two different areas. Means if we pass an arrow in the first quadrant, our lower limit is different. And if we pass an arrow through the second quadrant, then our lower limit is different. What it means, we have to calculate two different integrals. One for the first quadrant, second for the second quadrant. So we have to check the other possibility also. Now, if we take x as our inner variable, then we have to pass a horizontal arrow through this region. If you pass it this horizontal arrow from any point of the region, then your lower boundary is y is equal to 1 minus x and upper boundary is e raised to power x. There is no change in boundaries. There is no change in the values of upper or lower limit. So this is the best choice to calculate area of this region. So from this blue boundary, whose equation is y is equal to 1 minus x, the value of x is 1 minus y. So the lower limit of x is 1 minus y. From the upper boundary where the value of y is equal to e raised to power x, we can calculate the value of x by applying natural log on both sides. So we have x is equal to natural log of y. So upper limit of x will be natural log of y. You can see here the lower limit of x is 1 minus y and upper limit of x is natural log of y. For outer variable, we always check the range of our region along that particular axis. Note that our region starts from the point 1 and ends at 2 along y-axis. So the limits of y are 1 to 2. After this, we will evaluate the integral. Integration of dx is simply x for the given limits. In the next step, we will apply fundamental theorem of calculus, means upper limit minus lower limit. After this, we have three terms. So we will apply integral limit from 1 to 2 with respect to y on each term separately. In the next step, we will solve it. For the first integral, limit from 1 to 2 natural log of y dy, we don't have any formula for natural log of y. So we have to apply integration by parts by using 1 as a multiplier with natural log of y. In the second integral, limit from 1 to 2 1 dy, integration is simple, it is y. And for the third integral, integration is also simple with the help of power rule y square over 2 for the given limits 1 to 2. In the next step, we will apply the above given formula of integration by parts to the first integral. Like this, we have taken u as natural log of y and v as 1. In the formula of integration by parts, we always take u, a function whose derivative is possible and derivative is available, and v as a function whose integration is possible. So in this formula, we have taken u is equal to natural log of y and v equal to 1. So we have natural log of y, 1 dy minus double integral of 1 dy, derivative of natural log of y dy for the limits 1 to 2. After this, in the second portion, we have applied the limits. In limit from 1 to 2 y, upper limit minus lower limits, we have 2 minus 1. And for the third term, y square over 2, we have y square over 2 minus 1 over 2, upper limit minus lower limit. In the next step, we will perform the integration. In the first term, we have integration of 1 as y, integration of 1 as y, derivative of natural log of y is 1 over y with respect to y. And 2 minus 1 is 1, and this bracket gives you 3 by 2. So, minus 1 plus 3 by 2 is 1 by 2. And we will perform the integration. After simplification, we have 1 dy in the first term. So we are left with y natural log of y minus y limit from 1 to 2 plus 1 by 2. In the next step, we will apply fundamental theorem of calculus, upper limit minus lower limit. So we have replaced y with 2 minus y with 1. So after simplification, we have our answer 2 natural log of 2 minus 1 over 2. And this concludes this lecture. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Allah Hafiz.